Welcome to the Banana Podcast, where we're calling a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. One thing Sophie Cunningham won't do is play along just for the sake of playing along. She won't act stupid just for the sake of acting stupid. Michael Porter Jr. last week came out, stated something fairly obvious. He said that top 8th graders would beat a WNBA team. Top 8th graders. Not freshmen, not sophomore, not juniors, not seniors. Top 8th grade boys beating a WNBA team. Michael Porter Jr. took a lot of heat for that statement. Many people not in the WNBA world said, yeah, sounds about right. The WNBA 46,000 old guard, they lost their minds. Oh my gosh, I can't believe Michael Porter Jr. would say that. Oh, that's not even true. There's no way. Well, Michael Porter Jr., I believe, him and Sophie Cunningham went to the same college in Missouri, around the same area, Missouri. And Sophie Cunningham was asked to speak on this clip from Michael Porter Jr. So we're going to go over that. We have Angel McCutry talking about the clip, going after Michael Porter Jr., saying some questionable things and some things I'm going to poke some holes in. And of course, Sophie Cunningham taking heat from the old guard for saying what's true. Let's get right into it. Please like the video, comment, and subscribe. That would mean so much to me. Sophie, what do you got for us?
Well, so I will just tell you, I was working out. And when did this tweet, can you scroll down? When did this tweet come out yesterday? I guess this started kind of hitting social media platforms, but I'm not kidding. I think maybe 35 people sent me this tweet yesterday. And
Yeah.
I was like, what? But he said this kind of I feel like a year or at least 4 or 5 months ago, something kind of regarding the same topic. So I thought it was just kind of resurfacing.
Mm-hmm.
But then I saw it and I was like, people are kind of going in on him because it doesn't the timeline doesn't. And I was like, people are kind of going in on him because it doesn't the timeline.
Yeah, that's also a thing that goes with the Michael Porter Jr. thing. He said when he was in 8th grade and Sophie Cunningham was in high school, he was in 8th grade and Sophie Cunningham was in Missouri, but the timelines don't really add up. So a lot of people are actually attacking the timeline that he laid out instead of actually debating whether the statement that he made was true. That's another part of this whole entire thing.
Doesn't make so much sense.
Well, from what I gathered, he basically was trying to say no one should compare NBA and WNBA players together because he could beat you guys in basketball in one-on-one when he was in 8th grade and you guys were in high school.
I think, and this is my personal opinion, but if you are a professional football player, basketball player, really any sport, but let's just take it basketball because that's where we're both at. To me, if you're in that elite level group, yeah, you should be able to beat the girls. I'm not surprised by that. That is not but I just don't get why it's continuing to get brought up. And if women are saying that he couldn't beat them, yeah, he could.
And that's why it gets brought up, Sophie Cunningham, because a lot of ladies do say that they can beat the men. That's why it gets brought up to a certain extent. A lot of people do say that these WNBA players can beat a D1 college kid, can beat a high-level elite high school kid. A lot of fans in the WNBA say this, think this, believe this, will die on a hill professing this. That's why it gets brought up. And then when it gets brought up to an athlete like Michael Porter Jr., who doesn't care about towing the company line, he says, do I got to be any more blunt about this?
Any NBA star or player could beat a female in high school.
Okay, I agree. I think people are like, why are you still everything
Yes.
he's ever said is men and women, him just being so weirdly insecure about women being around him and their reflection of him. I think it wouldn't be that big of a deal if he hasn't been talking about
True.
women so much the last like 2 years.
Well, why did it, like, what was this a response to? Like, I
Yes,
haven't
that's what
watched anything. I haven't watched
I wanted
anything.
to know the same thing. What was the response?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna look this up on Perplexity.
You also know what it is, Wes, and I like Wes. You also don't want to know why he probably speaks on this more than others, is because when he spoke on it the first time, it was so truthful, and people are so refreshed by actually hearing the truth that now when they have him in front of them, they want to just hear truthful conversation about these things that people lie about so often and so frequent. That's probably a reason why as well. Michael Porter talks on this a lot, and he gets asked about it too.
See real fast and ask because it'll be faster. The original prompt discussion was about whether elite male teenagers in middle school or high school could beat or dominate WNBA players. Porter said, I'm probably going to go with 8th grade. I have real experience doing this. Okay, so that is fair.
Yeah, the
Because
context
he
of
was
it is
asked-
fair. Yeah.
He was asked, at what age do you think men could beat WNBA players? And his take was 8th grade. Do you think an 8th grader could hang? A group of elite 8th graders could beat a WNBA team?
Drum roll, please.
I mean, if they're future pros, dude, I mean, it just depends how big they are at that age. Like,
Well, yeah.
and the majority of the time, if they're going pro, unless you're a late bloomer, like, you're already pretty big. And like, I mean,
No, they're massive 8th grade boys.
yeah. So I would say that's like probably
Honestly,
true.
fuck, I don't want
I mean, it's
Yeah.
probably true. Like I don't want to be unrealistic or delusional. Like,
Thank you.
men are just stronger, bigger,
Oh, shit.
athletic. Like, they just are a different build. And so if you put them up against females, I'm like,
She literally said, I don't want to be unrealistic or delusional. God damn. Say it with your chest, Sophie. Say it with your chest. Oh, man. Now we have Angel McCutry over here. Oh, goodness gracious. I can't stand these old guard players, man. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. Let's hear what you have to say.
Angel, why are men so obsessed with this conversation?
First of all, congratulations. You was dominating against women in the 8th grade. What does he want? Does he want a cookie? You want a medal for that? Like, the only thing that should be coming out of a man's mouth about women is uplifting her. I think the main thing we should be talking about, a woman, guess what? When I gotta come and drop 40 and I'm on my fucking period and I'm bleeding and my stomach hurts and my back hurts when y'all load manage off a headache, let's talk about how awesome that is. Let's talk about how awesome it is that women, we have these babies and we come back and still dominate sports. That stuff is not, yeah, you can dunk. A lot of us can't do that. But the awesome things we can do, let's highlight that. Let's highlight that. Guess what? We are wives. So it's not easy to take care of a husband and kids and come and dominate a sport. Let's talk about how strong and awesome that is. And so if you notice real quick, the elites, Kobe don't say that kind of stuff about us. He never did. He only uplifted us and supported us. Bron don't talk that kind of stuff. Why the elites don't talk like that?
This is a narrative from Michael Porter Jr. Do you have any thoughts on him?
He talks about the WNBA a lot. I would love to see him come practice with us one time. Come practice with us. You know, I think he needs.
Michael Porter Jr. will destroy all of you guys in practice. Dominate every single WNBA practice. Michael Porter Jr. will destroy all of you. Michael Porter Jr. will walk into a WNBA practice wearing a wig and get signed later that day. What are we talking about? Holy shit. NBA players load manage for headaches, this, that, there. I literally just saw a WNBA player quit this season. I literally saw Satu Sabali take days off this season. They don't load manage over there in the WNBA? Stop it. Cut it out. You guys play less games and you still load manage. You play less games and you still load manage. You still quit. I saw Angel Reese give up. What was it, the last few games of the season? Give up. What are we talking about here? Holy shit. This is the don't criticize. Just oh man. All right. Here we go. Responses from what Sophie Cunningham just said. It turns out, Sophie, it turns out the only sane people or at least the only people with courage to speak common sense are from Missouri. TJ Moe, part of Jason Whitlock. Riley Gay, based. I don't think you've seen the mixtape. I think this may be one of the few takes he ain't wrong about. She is such a pick-me. Holy shit. The whole WNBA, the whole NBA versus WNBA shit is killing me. You would talk about man putting 40 on these women, do that against the motherfuckers you face every night. These women will diminish their own accolades to keep their male following. It's so sad to see, honestly. How does she diminish any of her accolades? I don't understand that. So many people replying to the shit have no idea. How do people not understand this? The WNBA is not in the same solar system as the NBA, and yes, a lot of the top 8th grade AAU teams would beat WNBA teams. If you don't know ball, you really don't know ball. A realist. When we sign and trade her for Flau'jae Johnson, this is a Fever fan. This is a Fever fan that can't take reality. Yeah, they're all over the place. They're all over the place, folks. If men feel they're so superior to women, why do certain things need to be said? Yeah, he was asked about it. I would bet everything I own that the best 8th grade boys could beat the WNBA All-Star team. I really wish we could test this. Do you really? Oh, here we go. The KK Caitlin Clark allegations are undeniably true because her enforcer just dropped the biggest pick-me shit I've ever seen. Again, they'd much rather Sophie Cunningham to lie, be delusional, and tell false truths than speak what the actual circumstances are, to speak what the actual fact of the matter is. They'd much rather her placate to the WNBA weirdos and sickos than actually be honest and upfront. It's nasty world, nasty business. Let me know your comments in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe. That'd mean a lot to me. See you later. Take it easy.